Roblox just got a brand new anime FPS called Anime League. The game just released, it already has agents, abilities, passives, skins, and even plans for ranked mode. Today, I'm gonna give you some of the best tips and tricks to improve faster, move better, and win more fights in Anime League. After learning these tricks, you will feel like a completely different player. First things first, change your settings, especially your FOV. Right now, I have mine at like 9700, this region, but you wanna have it at least 90, and at the most, like you could go all the way to 120. 120 is good because you get a better view, like so people can't sneak up on you, you can see everything, but it makes your targets a lot smaller. Let me show you. Like, I mean, my aim's the same because I got that good aim, but if I switch to a higher FOV, or sorry, a lower FOV, you can see the targets are much bigger. But keep in mind, anything less than 90 is not good. Do not go below 90 FOV. The reason why I kind of did like a large range is that I've made like videos in other games where I've recommended FOVs, but there's a lot of like disagreement. Like some people prefer much different FOVs, but anything below 90 is bad, so keep that in mind. Look at 70 FOV. I can't see like any of my surroundings. I'm fried. This setting is only for mobile players and controller players. Aim assist, turn it all the way up. Some people may shame you for having aim assist cranked to the max. It's gonna improve your playing, so just use it. Okay, so the next tip is to use quick melee. What is quick melee, you ask? So quick melee is when you go, like, instead of doing this, and then switching and then dashing to use like your ability, when you quick melee, you can just click the quick melee button, which by default is F. It automatically does the ability for you. Boom. And that's much faster, and you can pull your gun out immediately. Very simple, but it makes a big difference. One thing that separates good players from beginners is movement. Don't just walk around everywhere. You should constantly be sliding and jumping to move around the map faster. Just like in Rivals, guys. This game, like a lot of the tips are very similar to Rivals, but there are some that I'm gonna explain soon that are like game changing, that are way different from Rivals. Okay, so the thing with this game is when you slide down stuff, you go really quickly. So not on this map, but on some maps you start on like an elevated point. There's like a ramp going down. Don't just walk down the ramp or jump down the ramp. You gotta slide down the ramp. As you guys can see, hold up. Yo, I have an 11 win streak. The 100th place on the leaderboard has a 26. So I'm not far, guys. Like for example, look at this map. This map has a long ramp. Some players just jump down this. That's not what you want to do. You want to just slide all the way down. It's so much faster. This mechanic also works for just sliding off of ledges. Like this is like a ledge right here. I can just slide off and go way faster. So that's that. Like if you're ever on something high, just like in Rivals, if you slide off of it, it makes you go way faster. Okay, next tip is you need to know what characters have like movement abilities. So like Rex and Azar both have a big jump boost. A big jump boost. But honestly, I'd go for Rex right now over Azar. Azar is just like Rex, just not really as good. So I'd go for Rex. And in the meta for Rex, okay, this is what you do. You quick melee, which I taught you earlier. Boom. Instead of just going forward, what you do is you aim upwards before dashing, like this. And then what you can do, like, see, we're gonna test on this dummy right here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we could do this, and then we can jump over and spray him from above. And when you do it, you gotta make sure you aim, like, actually, like, follow through. Like, if you just look up for a second while you do it and then look back, it won't work right. So what you have to do is you have to look up and then kind of stay looking up, and then you can aim down. Azar, he also has the same, like, kind of jump boost ability. So all you gotta do, quick melee, and then you can jump up, and then boom. And what you can do with him is if you, instead of quick meleeing, if you just go 2 dash, you can also throw these from above while you're up there. Another thing with like this kind of thing is if someone goes like hide behind a wall, because in this game there's no like scythe like in Rivals or like anything like that. Sometimes they'll just go behind a wall. If you know they're behind that wall, just super jump and then just get them. They're fried. Because they're not really expecting you to come up from the top, because they're probably back here hiding, trying to reload or something, and they're not expecting you to super jump over and come and get them. Next tip is do your daily quests. I already did my daily quests, but if I hadn't completed them, this one would give you 750 coins, this one would also give you 750 coins, and this one would give you 10 shards. So basically, if you do these, it helps you progress a lot because that's the only way you can get shards. You can only get shards by doing your daily quests, so that's really important to help progress. Coins and shards are essential for rolling new agents and getting passives. A lot of players in most games just ignore quests and then wonder why they never unlock anything. So even if you only play for a little bit, try to finish your daily quest every time you get on. Passives are insanely important. This is the mistake most new players make. Everybody focuses on unlocking new agents and getting cool skins. That's nice and all. You do want good agents. You do want cool skins, which these ones aren't very cool. Not a fan. But passives are just as important. Good passives can completely change how strong a character feels. So instead of spending all your resources chasing rare agents, make sure you're also stacking up good passives. I'm actually gonna roll a passive right now. Okay, we're gonna go Rex, and we're gonna roll a passive right now. Let's see what we get. Comeback. What is comeback? Increases damage when on low health. See, like, this is not really the passive I was going for. I kind of wanted haste. I want haste because, like, even though this one's like literally the most common one, movement speed increase is goated. I want movement speed. Now that I have this passive, this could completely change a fight scenario. If I'm losing, I could turn it around just like that, just because of a passive. One last tip. We're kind of, doing it right now. Use the training area. In the training area, you can practice some of the tips I taught you, and you can practice with agents that you're not as good with. Because, I mean, Rex is cool and all, but come on, we can change it up a little bit sometimes. Maybe I could use Lucifer, and maybe I could try to improve using this agent.